Kigomano gia kawa kira kiratongeretwe ni munino Rais Rigathi Gachagua ni gitonyete ntuku ijiri aja county ni ya Meru aria narua gukarina kagita gake ga gutariria mendekithia jaraja batere gukinyanirwa kenda kureta ugaruruku kiri sekta ya kawa amwe na mendekithia jajani guchwira thoko kimera gia kawa amwe na gutigira murimi wa kawa na kuriwa kurio na kuriwa kinyamari jamega hatonora gwatinda. Kigomano gia kawa igitonyete ntuku ya ijiri aja county ni Meru aria nyuma ya igurwa gwati mbaru bonthe bakwariria mathina jara jethiritwe jarumirite sekta ya kawa na yo ntuku ya narua igukari na kanya ga kathongi ga kweja na mendekithia ja gukinyithia muthia mathina jaja.
To say well done, this is a good job.
Kirithina ya mbere ya kuongera maketha ja kawa na gichungu productivity thirikari ya county na iria nene ni ciuritwe kugwatanira kienda gukiria murimi wa kawa na we murimi kurwa kwanda na iria kawa na into bingi.
We need to reverse the decision to about the levy. Let the levy be restored, and through the levy we shall finance research, and this research will go to the extension officers should be placed under the cooperatives, and which means that the county government can second this staff to the cooperatives, let them be managed and financed, their farmers can pay for them. That is the way to improve, and national government can capacity build them to that extent. The other issues that we talked about is that to increase money to the farmer, other than the coffee alone, they should do diversification. For example, we have bracharia grass which can grow in between, and that can be fodder for dairy, the cattle, and so on. So with diversification, you improve your income portfolio. The other issue that it's my time up? Oh, then all that we need to mind that the problems you had, we do the reverse of them, and we are done.
Yendekithia jairi ni uri arimi bakawa bomba kuona kigina gia gukiria kawa gukiendekithwa ma county kwathura kigina kia mwanya gia kwejaga arimi.
So we proposed some of the ways to, our recommendations was amend the law to expand the scope and allow easy and unconditional access to funds by the farmers. The team proposed that we would consolidate a lot of this coffee financing into one fund that would take care of the entire cycle of the coffee value chain, all the way from establishment of farms, purchase of farms, establishment of coffee, husbandry, inputs, harvesting and post-harvest, all the way to the market. We also said that counties should come up with a fund like what we have done in with the county value addition units, where the national government is setting up funding and the counties are matching. We also proposed that the farmers themselves to also support the production process through their cooperatives and their circles by establishing funds. So
Bwajathatu ni bwegi thoko ya kawa ara kwendekithitwe arimi bethagiro bakiri wa mbeca ciao batichereri na kwithirwa na kithimi kia mbeca ira kawa gatibati kwendwa rungu rwachio.
We propose to establish a coffee price stabilization fund to cushion farmers in the event of drastic price fluctuations. It is also lends itself to the minimum guaranteed returns. Number 3, to have a prompt payment of coffee to farmers. There is no reason that a farmer should wait for 7 months to get his money. In almost all the other commodities, they are paid at least either at the farm gate or at least within 30 days. Number 4, to provide a price risk management mechanism to deal with prevalent price volatility. And number 5, we recommended direct sales of coffee to basically shorten the value chain.
Bwajana ni bwege value addition kana kuongera baita kiri kawa athiba kiurua kumagia kawa na riua ni untu wa gutumira stima.
Number 1, because of what I have read, pulping stations should adopt wet processing or eco-pulpers where applicable. because ecopulpers are saving us on water, and primary processing, as we are used to be doing, where we start from receiving the coffee shell from the farm, then we get to the shell hopper, pulping, fermentation, washing and drying, and washing and grading, and finally we dry our coffee. So we should at least provide the eco-pulpers to those people who have shortage of water. Number two, use of sun drying, and this will include greenhouses, that is more cost effective and ensure quality of the coffee beans. For sure, from a retailer's point of view, when you cap coffees that is sun dried and another one that is dried using electricity, the two different coffees have different coffee flavors.
Bonge bura bwariritwe ni kuongera quality ya kahawa karaga kuri mwanthiguruni ya Kenya arago karina mendekithia nkabo jaja.
Strengthen Coffee Research Institute through adequate funding to ensure they produce quality planting material, to ensure that they develop good agricultural practices, and to ensure that they train the extension workers who work with the farmers. Number two is to embrace technology to enhance the quality of coffee processing, digitize the coffee value chain to enable traceability, enhance education and training by investing in personnel and capacity development, establish a quality assurance framework for coffee farm inputs, create a common user facility, especially at the industrial and aggregation parks, establish a coffee quality regulatory framework, promote and regulate coffee certification and verification systems, development of intellectual property rights for coffee producers in Kenya, strengthen Pest Control Products Board to ensure the quality of the pesticides that are used by the farmers, capacity build the farmers on coffee market requirements, especially on the maximum residue levels that are allowable in those markets.
Bomuthia burabo kuchirite mendekithia kiri kigomano giki ni bwege mawatho na ore thirikari yumbikia gutethia gukiria kawa gukiendekithwa ikwithwe na nkiama imwe ya kurungamira mawatho ja kawa.
Issues bedeviling the sector includes the institutional inflation, where you have a lot of institutions that have conflicting mandates and responsibilities. There is no coherence and coordination and collaboration among the institutions in this particular subsector. So there is need to streamline the mandates of the institutions and agencies through the policy and enactment of legislation.
Nyuma ya mendekithia jaja kuthomwa CS Mithikali Ntori na ugiete bota thirikari bakathingatira gutigira mendekithia jaja ja gukinyanirwa na mpwe uria kumbikika.
I've heard you, I've sat patiently, and I want to say that whatever is required to be done by the Ministry of Agriculture, the issues to do with the increasing production and productivity, Your Excellency will not tire to go the extra mile to burn that midnight oil to ensure that we increase production in coffee.
Nawe Antonia we munini wa Rais Rigathi Gachagua na ugite agatigira ripoti eje egukinyira kanjo ya Minister Badrikari nene.
Come up with what requires legislation and put it aside. Come up with what requires policy change so that myself and the 3 CSS can take it to the cabinet, and also separate what requires administrative action so that the 3 ministers can take it to the next level.
Ibwega mono. Ibwega sana. Asanteni sana.